All right. So I think that's it for the introduction part. All right. Let's move on to the lesson. Okay. So we are studying listening today. And I think it's not going to be too difficult. All right. If you follow me on TikTok, I think, and you watch my live streams, all right, you can see that usually for a band 7.5, right, listening is not usually not the problem, okay, but we are still going to go through some just some basic stuff, all right, and we go on to some more advanced stuff, all right, like how to get rid of small mistakes, okay, how to predict our answers, and also how to not get our spelling wrong, okay, and maybe we can listen for some I call them red herring, right, distractions, okay, so we have to avoid being distracted by the content that they give us, all right, in the test. So I think we are going to sorry, not I think, but we are going to go through part 1 and 2 of the listening test, okay, and if you look at this, okay, you can see that usually in part 1 it will be form or table completion, okay, usually, not always, okay, sometimes you get short answer question, sometimes multiple choice, okay, but most of the time it will be form or table completion because it will be like a conversation between two people, right, and they are going to ask and answer about maybe filling in a form, right, a travel form, okay, accommodation, maybe they are going to ask about some classes, right, some kind of services, or yeah, many other stuff, okay, but usually just everyday normal conversation, okay. So here usually I'll read the number of words, okay, so one word and or a number, and usually one word is the easiest, okay, just need to look at the blank, right, and see, oh, okay, it's a noun, right, it's a verb, it's an adjective, okay, very easy, okay. But one thing that students don't notice is who is going to be the one that gives you the answer, okay? This is more like a little role play, all right? So you are going to be maybe the staff, right? Sorry, a staff member of a company, right? And you will ask questions, all right? And then the customers, right, will answer the questions, and then you fill in the blanks, right? So let's say that you will be that person, okay? So you need to know what information, right? And maybe sometimes the staff member, right, may ask a question, and that content, right, the thing that she say in the question, right, can be the answer, but we need to wait until the customer confirms, all right. But let's listen to this, and you will have to answer who is the one filling in the blank, all right. Who is the person, right, trying to fill in the form, okay, is it the man, a woman, or yeah, not you for sure. So is it man or woman? Okay, let's go.
Greek island holidays. Can I help you?
Yes, I hope so. I have a friend who's just come back from Corfu, and she's recommended some apartments in Arillas. She thought...
Right, I think okay, the audio should be better now, right?
You will hear a tourist calling a receptionist for some information. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4.
It can be very let me... Greek island holidays. Can I help you?
Yes, I hope so. I have a friend who's just come back from Corfu, and she's recommended some apartments in Arillas. She thought they might be on your list.
Arillas. Let me check.
Okay, so everyone, who is
The man. The man.
the man? The man is filling in the blank. Okay, thank you, Ha. All right. Okay, I'm going to wait for other answers as well. Okay, so Ha thinks is the man. Okay, the man is going to fill in the blank. How about the others? Okay, if you have the answer, you can type to the chat box. Okay, so let me take note here. Oh, I think it's the man. Okay, how about you guys? Hello. Type to the chat box. Okay, mọi người biết mình chat nó ở trên, mới click lên trên đó, nó sẽ hiện ra cái chữ chat. Yep. Okay, or I can take a picture of it. Oh, okay, I think you guys know already, right? So, the man, everyone thinks it's the man. Okay. Are you sure?
Can you give me the names?
Yes. The first is Rose Garden Apartments. Could you tell me a little bit of information about the apartments? Its features and prices, for instance?
Well, at Rose Garden, they have a huge parking lot, and
Okay. So, who is going to fill in the blank? Who is completing the form? Okay, let me ask someone and also their explanation. Okay. Hello, Yidang, what do you think?
I think it's the honestly right now I think it's the woman because she wants to know the information about the apartments, so she will note down what the man said so she can choose.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So from the conversation, okay, you can see that the women, okay, is trying to get more information, okay, about apartments in this area, okay, and she gave him the first the name of the first apartment, right? Is Rose Garden, and the information here is going to be for him to provide. Okay, so he will talk about parking and then some additional information. All right, so you will listen to him. Okay, giving information. All right. Yeah, but she has some information already. Okay, so maybe she'll ask and maybe give us some answers, but we'll have to wait for his confirmation, right? Wait for him to confirm, right? So you'll be the women, all right? You listen to the man, okay, and he will give you information, all right? So I think we can just practice with 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So the thing that I usually do, right, in the test room is that I will try to read these, okay, to know what we are trying to fill in the blanks, right? And for 1, 2, 3, 4, they are all additional information, right? Not about parking. So after parking, they will talk about other information, okay? So it has a large something here, right? So that should be a noun for sure, right? But before we listen, we can also guess, right? And I usually just type into the box, okay, maybe a large pool, all right, for us to get our brain functioning, okay? It's not just highlighting keywords, right, and trying to listen later, right? We highlight and then we guess, right? We get our brain working, right? Trying to identify what they are going to give us, okay? So if you say a pool here, you will know, okay, it's gonna be a thing that is in the park, in the apartment, right? Usually like a facility, okay? Or here for Blue Bay, no parking lot. There's a man-made lake, but no something, okay? Definitely not no parking, right? Because no parking is here already. But maybe no smoking, right? So something that they don't allow you to do. So no smoking. It could be a noun, right? So keep guessing, okay? I think you have around 20 seconds or 30 seconds to prepare, right? And yeah, you should use the time wisely, okay? Not just reading everything, right? We have to underline keyword, for example. Here, to make us focus more, right? Highlight the word no, right? For number 3 here as well, right? No, okay? And then the room most guests are, okay? So we did an adjective, perhaps, right? That goes with guests, okay? So now I think we are ready, okay? We are going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Do you have any questions before we begin? Just open your microphone if you have any questions, all right? So, let's go then.
It is free parking. So it can be very convenient for some big families who drive there to spend holidays.
Oh, that's great. Our whole family will be going.
And there's a big swimming pool inside which can accommodate over 50 people. We are thinking of replacing it into an aquarium, but it's still in discussion.
That sounds exciting.
Okay, so I hear two answers, okay? What do you think? Let me go to Phúc. What two places, right, that goes with the word large that you listen, you hear from the audio?
Pool.
And okay, there's one more thing, right? It's okay. I'll play it again, all right?
Oh, that's great. Our whole family will be going.
And there's a big swimming pool inside which can accommodate over 50 people. We are thinking of replacing it into an aquarium, but it's still in discussion.
So what is it, Phúc? Replacing it with a
Swimming pool inside the house.
yeah, a swimming pool inside, right? And they are going to replace it with an aquarium, right? Aquarium. Maybe this word is unfamiliar, right? If you haven't been to these places, okay? I think there are some aquariums in Vietnam, okay? In Phú Quốc, for example. I think even in Hanoi, right? Because I think I went there with I went to an aquarium with my wife last year. But yeah, aquarium. Okay, what is it, huh? I can see you opening your microphone. What is an aquarium?
Hình như là thủy cung đúng không thầy?
Yeah, okay. It's a place where you can see a lot of fish, right? So yeah, sorry. Okay. So yeah, let me get to Ling. What do you think is the answer? Is it pool or aquarium? Yeah, Ling. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's the pool because the aquarium is just something they are considering, but not the official
Yeah.
decisions. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, the pool is actually what they have right now, right? And they're considering to replace it with an aquarium. Okay. So it's not always the second answer, right? Or the second keyword that you hear, okay, is the answer. I think there are some students who always think that, okay, the first one is always the one that they're trying to trick us, right? And the second one is the real answer, right? But no, okay, they can give you like a distraction after the answer. All right, so remember to listen to the story. Okay, and how are you going to do that? Oh, I think you can do your homework, all right, and turn on closed caption, okay, after you have listened. Okay, because if you can do 10 out of 10, right, then it's good for you. Okay, but sometimes you might not know like the distractions that they give you. Okay, like I think Phúc didn't know that they try to distract us with the word aquarium, right? So he didn't listen to this word. But in the real test, right, who knows, okay, if you are going to get distracted or not. All right, maybe they give you aquarium first and they give you the word pool later. Okay, then maybe I don't know, okay, maybe you write down pool and it's wrong. Okay, I think it's because sometimes our brain just listen to familiar words, right? And we try to skip unfamiliar sounds. Okay, but yeah, try to check all your answers, okay, even the correct one, okay, when you practice at home. All right, okay, let's go to number 2 then. All right,
That sounds exciting. What about the cost?
$219.
That seems reasonable. I'm just jotting down some notes. Now, the second one my friend mentioned was called Blue Bay.
Blue Bay? Oh yes, in fact that's very popular and it has some special features.
Really?
The main attraction is the large man-made lake, and it's only around 1 kilometer from some shops.
Is it much more expensive than the first one?
Actually, it's $50 cheaper than the first one. That's mainly because they don't have a parking lot there. Moreover, we plan to install a lift, but we are currently short of funds, so we don't have it at the moment, and this apartment isn't really suitable for those with disabilities.
Yep. What's your answer, everyone? Let's type to the chat box. Okay. S or no S? I can see lifts or just lift. Yeah, so like I said, right? Maybe, okay, if you don't care, right? If you haven't prepared, okay, maybe you type in with parking, all right? But again, if we have prepared, we will know, okay, parking is already mentioned, okay? So we have to listen to something else. And is it with S or no S, everyone? Okay, let me ask Tan, what do you think?
Yes. I think no S.
Okay. What is the sorry, why? Why do you think so?
I heard that.
You heard that? Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's check one more time. Okay. There's one piece of evidence that you can notice. Okay.
In fact, that's very popular and it has some special features.
Really?
The main attraction is the large man-made lake, and it's only around 1 kilometer from some shops.
Is it much more expensive than the first one?
Actually, it's $50 cheaper than the first one. That's mainly because they don't have a parking lot there. Moreover, we plan to install a lift, but we are...
So you can hear. Okay, let me ask the one who has the S. Hello, Nhật Anh. Yeah, what do they say?
A lift.
Yeah, they said lift. Okay. All right, that's good. So a lift. All right. So we know that. Okay, no lift. Okay, they are trying to install it, but yeah, I think he's not sure. All right. So I think it's easy already. Okay. I think we'll move on to some other more difficult stuff today. All right. But yeah, the general idea is to think of what they are going to sorry, what kind of word, right, they are trying to give us, right? Sometimes it's not just noun, okay? You can think here as maybe a place, okay? There's a large pool, right, or object, okay? Not just noun, okay? Because just thinking about noun is too easy, all right? But be more specific, all right, so that your brain can function better, all right? Okay, sorry. So okay, in listening, right, there will be things like for here, they can say parking, right? They can say additional information, or they can be forms with duration, right? Days of arrival, right? Type of room. Okay, so when you read those, okay, you can prepare, okay, with the exact type of answer. All right. So here, let's say that the question is venue, right? What do you think is the best possible answer? Is it hotel, 3 weeks, city hall, or cash? What do you think? Type your answer to the chat box, okay? Or if the question is payment, right? What should be the answer? Yep. So venue first. City hall. All right. Okay, very nice. Yep. City hall. Could be hostel, right? Could be hostel, but you can see accommodation. All right. So yep, accommodation should be hostel. Hostel. Right. What is a hostel? Anyone know? Zaling. What is a hostel here?
Well, I think hostel is something like a hotel.
Yeah, like a hotel. Hotel, right? But do you think it's more expensive or cheaper?
It's cheaper. Like I think it's a place where you can share with other people in one room.
Mm-hmm. Can't you do that in a hotel?
Like, I think it's more like a dorm, but more
All right.
expensive than a.
Yeah. Okay. So a hostel is usually for short duration of time, right? A dorm, I think, is for longer, usually for students, right? But okay, so it's like a hotel, but way cheaper, all right? Usually for backpackers, all right? Yeah, so we have hostel or motel, right? I think they're the same in terms of price. Okay. Yeah, hostel. Okay, let's move on to payment. What do you think? Should be easy. And hello, Phương Ly. Payment. You haven't opened your microphone. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, okay. So payment.
Yeah, I choose cash.
Okay. Can you tell me other forms of payment?
Like internet banking or credit card. Yeah.
Yeah. Internet banking, credit card. Anything else?
Yeah, I just think like some. Was it?
Yeah. That's check, right? You can write a check, okay, to someone. Yeah, I think this is an old-fashioned method, right? Writing a check. We can have Momo, right? Okay, yeah, thank you, Lee. But yeah, I don't think Momo is gonna be in your listening test. So, and finally we have duration, right? It should be easy. 3 weeks. You're going to stay in the hotel for 3 weeks, for example. Okay, that's the duration, or it can be the duration of a course, right? Okay, good. So in the test room, you may hear some keywords, right? Like it will be held at, okay? Then you know, oh, it's the venue, right? Or it takes place at, right? Or in somewhere, or you need to go to, right? So yeah, these are the evidence, right? Or the signals, okay, for the word venue, for example. So you don't always hear the word venue, right? You will hear other things, like maybe they can give you a verb, okay? But it implies that it's going to be there, all right? For payment is easy already, okay? You can pay by, okay? So now we move on to a more difficult question, right? And we are going to fill in the blanks with no more than 2 words, okay? And or a number, right? So for 2 words, I think they are more difficult, right? Why? Well, I think one reason is that you are not very sure of what we are going to need. Also, maybe you can get confused between 1 or 2 words, right? Or sometimes a word can be 1 word or 2 words, right? You don't know. So let me think of an example, like pedestrian crossing, right? Pedestrian crossing, okay, is the place where people walk through, right, the road. So yeah, pedestrian crossing is 2 words, right? But sometimes you don't know, right? Maybe it's 1 word like this. So it's gotta be confusing sometimes, all right? Pedestrian crossing or 1 word or 2 words. The same with some other words like minibus, right? So you never know, okay, whether it has a hyphen, right, in the middle, right? So to make it 1 word. So minibus is usually just this, just a minibus. And how are you going to know, right? I don't think there's a way for you to know. It's just that you have to learn vocabulary, right? Learn from mistakes. There are no rules, right, for when there's a hyphen, right, or not. But yeah. So try to I don't know, try to learn vocabulary in a more careful way, right? Try to learn them, try to learn spelling, right? Instead of just looking at the word and then just leave it there, all right? Okay, yeah, like the word signboard here, right? Sometimes it's one word, sometimes it's two words, you don't know, right? So when you look at these words, try to note them down to the notebook, right? But we are going to start with this one, but we are going to prepare for these answers together, all right? Let's take a look at number 1. Should be easy, right? Hello, Zahan. What do we need for number 1?
I think the name.
Name of the hotel. Very good. And can you repeat? Think.
Pink.
Think. Okay, good. Yeah. So one thing for pronunciation is the th sound, right? Because yeah, I don't think this sound exists in Vietnamese, right? So usually I'll hear students saying ting, right, or ting, right? But it should be think with your tongue out, right? Think. Though, although, think, right? But yeah, that's Alan's job, okay, on Monday, okay? I'll sometimes spot your pronunciation mistakes, but mainly it's Alan's job, right? Okay, so we need a name here. That's nice. Number 2, hello, Hưng. What do we need?
We need a noun.
A noun, okay. And is it going to be singular or plural? One, just
Singular.
one.
Singular one.
How do you know?
Because needs, we see the needs with S.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So the something needs, right, to be bigger. Okay. So it should be just one. All right. And here they say signboard, right? So it should be something on the signboard. Okay. Maybe the text, the word or something. I don't know, but signboard. Okay. Number 3 and 4, and they are going to be near each other, right? So be careful. It's about the swimming pool, all right? What do we need for this? Hello, Lam?
So we need a noun,
Can you be more specific?
like a noun about the room or the place in the house.
Yeah, very good. Okay, maybe a place in the hotel, right? So the swimming pool to be relocated from, I don't know, the 2nd floor or something. Okay. Okay. So yeah, from and to, that means we need the place that is originally in, right? And the place according to the plan, for example. Resting area for number 5. Hello, Zach.
Here, I
Mhm.
think it is a noun referring to a room, I guess.
Okay, can you guess what kind of room do they have in the hotel?
Maybe the hall, I guess.
The whole, okay. Do we say whole room? Maybe, yeah, whole room. There can be other rooms, right? Like do you think there will be words like bathroom? That
It's
do you
hard to
think?
say for me.
Do you think bathroom is one word or two words?
It's one word.
Yeah, so it cannot be bath, right? Okay, that's good. All right, thank you, Zach. It could be anything, right? But it's going to be turned into reception. I think we need from 1 to 5 first, okay? And then we are going to do 6 to 10, all right? Let's do 1 to 5 first. I think we don't have too much time for 6 to 10. Maybe you can do this practice at home, right? So we do 1 to 5 first, all right? All right, let's go.
Was really pleased. Oh, shining decorations. How can I help you?
Hello. We are thinking of renovating our hotel this year. It was built 15 years ago, and it's quite old now. So I'm calling to see if your company can do that.
Oh, yes. We do all kinds of decoration and renovation projects. Last month, we just renovated the city library. The client was really pleased with the outcome.
Oh, really? I heard that one was pretty tough. But the new library does get a fresh look.
Yes, it was a tough one. May I have the name of your hotel?
Yes, it's Central Hotel. Should I tell you about some changes we want to make before you come and check it out?
Yes, please. I will write them down. Just a moment, please. Okay. What are the changes you want to make?
First, the address on our signboard in the front of the hotel is not big enough. We would like to have it enlarged.
I see. It's important for the guests to see the information clearly. No problem.
Okay. Next is our swimming pool. It's now in the basement. Our guests are not very happy about it. After talking to the designers, we've decided to move it to the roof of the hotel.
Oh, that's a big change, as it'll be an outdoor site, but I believe it's a wonderful idea.
Yes, our hotel is right beside a river, so it's got a good view from up there.
That's true. I'm sure more people would stay at your hotel because of it. It's a very competitive feature. We can do that for you.
We have a big lounge on the ground floor where our guests can rest. We don't think we are making the most of it, and my manager said we should use the room for reception. The old one is too small.
So you don't need an area for guests to rest?
The hall will serve the purpose.
All right, I've written it down. Anything?
Okay. I think it's gonna be difficult sometimes if you're not familiar with listening, because some answers are actually pretty fast, right? But I can see answers from RB. Oh wait, we have RB in the room. Oh, hello. Trời. Ok, cái list của thầy nó đến răng là hết rồi. We have RB as well. Okay. Hello RB. Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Anne, but you can call me Ruby.
Ruby. Oh, okay, that's good. So nice to see you, Ruby. All right. I think yeah, sorry, I didn't see your name, but okay. Everyone else, what's your answer? Okay, is it the same with Ruby, or are there any answers you missed? So let's go with number 1 then. Okay, type your answer for number 1. I think we are going to do this quickly, okay? So we have Nhã Linh, same as Ruby, okay. All right, some missed, some got the answer, right? But let me ask Mitan, what's your answer for number 1?
Central Hotel.
Central Hotel, okay. All right, so remember to pay attention to spelling, right? If you hear center, right? If you hear central, right? What is it gonna be? All right, so let's see.
Was really pleased with the outcome.
Oh, really? I heard that one was pretty tough. But the new library does get a fresh look.
Yes, it was a tough one. May I have the name of your hotel?
Yes, it's Central Hotel.
All right, so it's Central Hotel. All right, that's good. That's good. Number 2 then. The signboard, something needs to be bigger. All right. So the signboard is what they have outside the hotel, right? And they want something from the signboard. And I think it's pretty, the answer comes unexpectedly, right? Sometimes, like this one.
Should I tell you about some changes we want to make before you come and check it out?
Yes, please. I will write them down. Just a moment, please. Okay. What are the changes you want to make?
First, the address on our signboard in the front of the hotel is not big enough.
Yep, the address is not big enough. Then you know what, okay? The address needs to be bigger, all right? And that's it. Yep. Just like number 3 and 4, right? To be relocated from, that means we know that number 3 is what they currently have. Okay, so we have a swimming pool in something right now, right? But I'd like to change it, right? So you have to guess the content that they are going to give you. All right. But yeah, number 3. Just type your answer, okay?
We would like to have it enlarged.
I see. It's important for the guests to see the information clearly. No problem.
Okay. Next is our swimming pool. It's now in the basement. Our guest
Yeah, so it's now in the basement, right? Yep, that should be the answer. Very good. It's now in the basement.
guests are not very happy about it. After talking to the designers, we've decided to move it to the roof of the hotel.
Yeah, move it to the roof of the hotel. All right. Okay, and finally we have number 5.
Oh, that's a big change, as it'll be an outdoor site, but I believe it's a wonderful idea.
Yes, our hotel is right beside a river, so it's got a good view from up there.
That's true. I'm sure more people would stay at your hotel because of it. It's a very competitive feature. We can do that for you.
We have a big lounge on the ground floor where our
Yeah, so we see room, right? And we hear lounge, okay? And they say resting area. So yeah, I think that's pretty obvious, right?
guests can rest. We don't think we are making the most of it, and my manager said we should use the room for reception. The old
Yeah,
one.
they're not going to repeat it, right? We are going to use the room. Which room? The lounge, okay? For reception, and that's it. Okay, very good. Any questions, everyone? Questions? Nope. Easy enough? Yeah, I think if you're all aiming for more than a 7, some are aiming for 8, then part 1 is not going to be a problem, right? But we still have to go through, okay? Just in case. Okay. Okay. Sorry, do some practice here. I think it should be easy. Hello, why are a lot of students turning off their camera? Hello. Okay, so let me ask Ha, you there? What's this?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, what's this?
Oh, actually, that is. I think it's lock, right? I'm not sure about that.
A lounge. Okay, so a lounge is a place where you wait, right? You wait for the people. He's going down to the
basement.
Yeah, that's good. Yep, it's a basement. All right, he's going down to the basement. All right. Okay, nice. So yeah, the basement is usually underground, right? How about here? Should be easy. Hello, Lam.
So I think it's the roof.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Should be easy, right? Here, hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby, are you there? Okay, don't see Ruby. Then hello, Hung. What is it here?
It's the lounge.
Lounge. Very good, very good. That's nice. And finally, okay, hello, Zaling.
It's a signboard.
Okay, a signboard. Very nice. All right. So sometimes you may miss an S, right? Or maybe you have the S where it's not necessary. Okay, and I have a lot of students struggling with this. Okay, but sometimes we can just guess by the context, right? Or we can guess by the grammar. Okay, so for sure, number 3 here, we need a singular, right? Without an S. Okay, so part of the building was first used as I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, no S, right? Here, if you look at the word the, right? And it's a place, it's likely that it doesn't have an S. Okay, so parking available outside the park, right? Outside the cinema. Okay, so usually, okay, not always, but usually there'll be no S, right? So let's do some practice here, okay? What do you think about question number 10 here, all right? Do regular at home, all right? What should be the answer? If it's countable. If it's countable or if it's uncountable, all right? So S or no S? And can we have uncountable nouns
Teachers,
here?
I got an issue here.
Yeah. What's the
Can I
issue?
get to be early as my schedule is start as 7:30, and I need to get ready.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can watch it at later on, right? I'll give you the recording, okay?
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Zach. Okay, nice. All right. So okay, back to this. Okay, so do regular something at home, right? If it's countable, do we need an S? Hello, Phúc.
I think yes, we need an S.
Yeah, if it's countable, we need an S, right? If it's uncountable,
Yes.
of course, no S, right? Because when we cannot count something, right? Of course, it's not going to be more than one. All right. So yeah, and when you listen to for the word, right? Think also, right? Are there going to be a lot, or is there going to be just one, right? And then you decide, right? So let's see, number 10.
Can you recommend anything else?
Well, yes, we do have a leaflet showing some exercises you can do to help yourself at home. If you do them every day, they'll soon be effective.
Sorry, I think it's going to it's difficult because it's all of a sudden, right? You get the answer. But let's listen again, okay? Something at home.
And I had to stop taking it. Can you recommend anything else?
Well, yes, we do have a leaflet showing some exercises you can do to help yourself at home. If you do them every day.
Yep. Your answer? A leaflet showing some that you can do at home, right? Yeah, I got the answers from Nhật Anh. Okay. Yeah, pay attention to spelling as well, right? Exercise, no C's, all right? So, Zahan, what do you think? Is it exercise or exercises?
Exercises.
Okay, very good. This is actually very obvious, right? Because just like buses, okay, we have exercises, all right? So for these, we don't even have to think, all right? If you hear is, all right, definitely an S. And the word exercise is actually very special, right? Because it can be both countable or uncountable. Okay, so it either C or U here, countable or uncountable, right? So you never know, right? But it's easy because if it's more than one, right, we can hear the sound is, right? Exercises, right? What about here? Okay, what about here? So water babies, right? For babies of 3 months upwards, and it focused on water familiarization, okay, using something, all right? So I'll let you decide, okay? Just listen for it.
Start off with, we have what we call the water babies class. That's for babies of 3 months and over.
Really? As young as that?
Yes, that's really the best time to start.
Right. Well, we do have a baby, so I'll make a note of that. What do they actually do in the lessons?
Well, the main aim is just to familiarise them with the water so they feel at ease there. They get the children to enjoy themselves. They have lots of toys and things they can use to play with in the water.
Right. And...
Okay, let's type your answer, everyone. Let's type all your answers. I think some students missed it. Or not. Oh, okay. That's good. Toys. Yep. So don't get confused, right, with the word water, right? Usually when it's there, it's not going to be here. Okay, so familiar with the water, right? So not going to be water. Toys. Okay, good. So here, even if you don't think about grammar, right? You can think about the fact that whether they have just one toy, okay, in the center or not. So here, there should be more than one, right? No way there's just one toy, right? But if it's one toy, is gonna be using a toy, right? Using a toy, all right? Okay, that's good. Here, 3 words, okay? It's gonna be more and more difficult, okay? But that's gonna be at home, right? I think it's just like 2 words, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult. But yeah. And also this is not filling in the blank, right? Sorry, it's not completing a form, right? This one is answering a question, right? And do you think it's easier or more difficult than form completion? Okay, hello Nhã Linh. Do you think answering a question is easier or more difficult?
For me, it's more difficult because sometimes I get confused that I have to change the word form or not, like, or yeah. But in the regular form of test, I just grab the keyword, then I write it down. It's more easier for me.
Okay, actually you don't have to change, right? The word form. Yeah, if you have to change, maybe the test that you're doing is not reliable, right? So just whatever you listen, you grab it, right? You put it in the blank, right? And I think it's easier because they are going to give you exactly what you're going to listen for, right? What color, okay, is the bus that the woman should take? Oh, okay. So we listen to the color. Maybe they will try to trick us a little bit, right? Maybe they say, don't take the bus, the red bus, right? Because it's going to Cambodia, right? But take the blue bus, okay? Yeah, so easy because we know what to listen for. Or how long is a ferry boat trip? Okay, should be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, right? 1 week. Where's the bike hire, right? So maybe they give you an address, right? Or maybe near a lake or something, right? So yeah, you can all predict, okay, your answers, all right? Okay, so now we go to part 2, okay? Any questions for part 1, everyone? If no question, you can type number 1, okay? Mọi người nhớ listening mình chỉ có 4 buổi thôi ha. Thì mình học xong phần 1 là gần như là mình chốt rồi. Phần 2 thì có thể nó khó hơn xíu thì mình có thể luyện một số dạng. Yeah.
Cho em hỏi một câu. The last part, the part 1, cái phần trước lúc mà thầy mới hiện lên đó, thì nó ghi là no more than 3 words. Thì câu thứ 2, how long thì cái số mà mình cần viết là mình sẽ viết thành cái từ luôn đúng không thầy? Là 2 days mình sẽ viết 2 luôn. Hay là mình không được viết số 2 đúng không thầy?
Ha. Tôi nghĩ là một là đề sai nha, chứ người ta cũng không làm khó mình như vậy đâu. Hoặc là ở đây người ta sẽ cho một cái như là 14 tuần ạ. Nhìn anh biết cái từ 14 tuần không?
Là fortnight.
Đó, có thể người ta cho những cái fortnight. Nhưng mà nếu mà có ví dụ như là 2 ngày, 2 days hay là 2 weeks thì thường người ta sẽ cho là and or number ở đây nha. Nên mình không lo cái việc đó. Okay. Nếu mà không được thì chắc là phải ghi chữ nha mọi người. Phải ghi chữ nha. Tại vì ở đây họ không cho là and or a number mà đúng không? Thì để mà đúng cái instruction của họ là mình ghi chữ. Đúng rồi. Okay, good question. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I got one from a lot. If you have a question, just open your microphone, okay? Thì quay lại một chút là thầy mình sẽ chỉ có 4 buổi listening và 4 buổi reading thôi đúng không? Nên là mình sẽ học thường là phần 1 thì mình học xong là mình chốt luôn rồi, nó rất là dễ. Thường mọi người về làm bài tập là mọi người sẽ hiểu và mọi người sẽ luyện tập được thôi. Cái phần 1 thì với cái level này thì nghĩ là không có vấn đề về từ vựng nữa rồi, đúng không? Hầu hết là các cái từ vựng của phần 1 nó sẽ là những cái từ vựng trung cấp thôi, thì là gần như là mọi người sẽ không gặp từ mới. Hoặc là mọi người gặp một cái từ nào đó mọi người ít dùng thôi, hoặc là không bao giờ dùng, nhưng mà chắc chắn là mọi người có thể là mọi người biết đó. Còn phần 2, phần 3, phần 4 mình sẽ tập trung hơn. Thường là mình sẽ tập trung hơn phần 3, phần 4 nha. Nhưng mà nó là của tuần sau. Tuần này thì phần 2 thực ra thì cái dạng bài này nó cũng áp dụng cho cái phần 3 luôn. Đó, tại vì phần 3 mình cũng sẽ có multiple choice khá là nhiều. Và cái cách làm thực ra là giống nhau, chẳng qua là cái content mà họ đưa ra, đó, cái script mà họ đưa ra nó sẽ khá là khó để tiêu hóa, đúng không? Tại vì vocab nó khó hơn này. Cái conversation của nó là cái conversation trong cái môi trường học thuật nó cũng sẽ khó hơn nữa. Còn ví dụ như ở phần 2 này thì nó vẫn sẽ dễ. Tại vì nó vẫn sẽ là những cái everyday thôi, như là đi tham quan trường này, hay là giới thiệu một cái công việc mới, thì nó cũng vẫn sẽ là những cái mà everyday. Còn sang học thuật thì là phần 3, phần 4 sẽ khó hơn. Anyway thì yeah, the thing that we need to focus on, right, for part 2 is distractions, all right? So if you can listen for distractions, right, or I usually call them red herring, you can search on Google what red herring means. Basically, they are kind of fish, right? But idiomatically is like a thing that distracts you from the real answer. That's red herring. So to listen for red herring, right, we need to pay attention to the keywords, right, in the question, right? We don't pay attention to these keywords that often, right, because they are going to give us these words, most of the time. So they are going to say international reputation, right? They are going to talk about local people, right? They are going to talk about talented amateur actors or talented actors or something, all right? What we pay attention to is the main, right? Because they are going to say the school's new theater is a place for many actors around the world, but it was not the reason why we built it, right? It was to help us get some reputation around the world, right? With the plays and the performances from the actors, something like that. So yeah, we have to listen for the story, right? What they say is the main aim, the goal, right, of establishing the theater, for example. So yeah, pay attention to these weird words, right? Ask yourself, why are they there, right? Usually it's just, oh, what is the aim of it, right? Why do you build it? But here they say main, why main? So yeah, listen for the content here, right? The script. And then think to yourself, right? Okay, is this the main aim or is it not? And sometimes they can say professional actors, right? And here is amateur, so not the answer. That's easy, right? But I think a more difficult one is to identify which one is the main one, right? And usually they will use words like but, although, right? However, however, the real reason, right, why we built it. So yeah, let's check. All right, is it A or B or C? Is it to gain international reputation, give local people access to good performances, or to provide support for talented amateur actors?
Part 2. You will hear the head teacher of Rivermead
Community. I'd like to start by talking about the new theatre that we've just opened in our school. Its mission is to maximise opportunities for local audiences to experience productions of the highest quality. Amongst other things, This will involve offering a place where professional drama companies in the area can perform. But there'll also be opportunities to host national and international companies, both those which are up and coming and those which have already established a reputation.
So, your answer? A, B, or C? Okay. All right, that's good. Anyone got not B? All right. Okay, nice. So yeah, here you will listen again and tell me why, okay?
What I'd like to do at this meeting is to tell you a bit about the facilities that Rivermead School offers people in the community. I'd like to start by talking about the new theatre that we've just opened in our school. Its mission is to maximise opportunities for local audiences to experience productions of the highest quality.
Okay, so what is the word here? Hello. Phương Ly, what do you think? What is the same as the main aim?
I'm sorry because I was like absent-minded, so
Okay, okay, no worries. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay.
Yeah.
That we've just opened in our school. Its mission is to maximise opportunities for local.
Yeah. It's no. You haven't opened your microphone. Okay,
It's
hello, Lee.
maximize.
Yeah, it's mission, right? Mission is to maximize, all right? Yeah. Yeah, a mission is like your goal, right? Your aim, okay? Like the movie Mission Impossible, right? So the main aim is the mission, right? Is to maximize opportunity for audiences. Very good. Yep, I can see some answers from Hưng and Nhật, right? Good. And yeah, and they say performance to the highest quality, right? Blah blah blah. Okay, that's the answer. And also here, how do we know it's not A and C? We can see among other things, right?
Amongst other things,
amongst other things, right? That means there are other aim as well, right? But okay, they are not the main aim. And also they don't say amateur, right? They say professional. And also they host international and national companies, right? So not just to gain international reputation, they also invite national companies, right? And also some companies are well established, right? Or they are unknown, okay? So yeah, what I usually do here, okay, is not in the test room, but when you prepare, okay, try to take note, all right? Try to take note, not just listen, but train your ears, right? Train your train your ears, okay, to identify ideas by taking note, right? I don't think you can do it in the test room because you'll be very pressured, right? But at home, right, to know for sure which one is the answer and to listen to the whole story, okay? Because what we are trying to do here is to listen to everything, all right? To eliminate wrong answers, right? Eliminate red herrings, okay? So yeah, we take note to know, okay? To know for sure what the answer is, okay? So that we don't get tricked, okay, in the test room. So whenever you do listening from now on, right, have a notebook where you take note of what you have listened, all right? If you can't get everything the first time, okay, no worries, okay? Choose an answer and then rewind, okay? Listen for it again, right? So here I'll take note like its mission, right? Sorry. Its mission, right, is to maximize, okay, opportunities, something, right? And then think about how they paraphrase, right? What is local people, right? Audiences around the area or something, or get performances, right? To see performances of the highest quality, right? So good performances. And also, I think you can learn a lot of new vocabulary, okay? Or ways to paraphrase, okay? So that you can speak better because it's listening. Listening and speaking, they are related, right? They support each other. So if you're good at speaking, right, in terms of maybe pronunciation, you can listen for sounds easier, right? If you learn vocabulary from listening, right, you can apply it to speaking, all right? So taking notes here is for speaking as well, right? But it's mainly for listening, for sure. Okay, so again, there will be some homework that you have to do at home, right? So be sure to take note before you choose the answer, okay? But remember, it's just for practicing, okay? If you think you can do it in the test room, why not, all right? Since we don't have a lot of time, I think we can do okay, we have to do this quickly, okay?
Time
Still
to
want us to do one, right? So let's do from 12 to 14. We did 11 already, right?
questions 11 to 14.
And quality. Amongst other things, this will...
And also take note, okay? Because you have to explain a bit later, right? Take note, okay? You can take note on your computer or have a notebook, that's fine.
Involve offering a place where professional drama companies in the area can perform. But there'll also be opportunities to host national and international companies, both those which are up and coming and those which have already established a reputation. Details of our first season's theatre programme are already online. I hope you'll agree that it looks very exciting. As well as music and dance, there'll be drama from modern writers, and there'll also be a high proportion of shows aimed at children and families. You'll notice that there is one empty space in November. That's because the Chinese state acrobatic troupe have had to cancel their visit, but hopefully we'll be able to announce a replacement very soon. Now,
okay, what do you think is the answer for 12? Okay, I took notes here, right? Dramas from modern writers, right? High proportions of shows for children and family, and one empty space in November about Chinese acrobat team, right? They cancelled. So, what's the answer then? So type your answer, okay, to the chat box, A, B, or C. Sorry mọi người, thầy quên cho mọi người mấy giây mọi người chuẩn bị ha. Nhưng mà thường thì nếu mà mọi người take note ra á, thì nhiều khi là mình nhìn lại vào cái nốt, nếu mà mình viết nốt tốt nha, đúng không? Mình nhìn lại thì nó sẽ ra cái đáp án thôi, đúng không? Okay, so answers are all A, very good. Chính xác rồi. Đó thì như thầy đây, thầy cho mọi người xem cái nốt của thầy này. Dramas from modern writers. Okay, that's A. They mentioned Chinese acrobats, right? But they cancelled, all right? And concerts performed by school children. No, it's about the audience, right? They are for children, right? And family. So not performed by school children, right? So yeah, when you listen, when you take note, okay, you can you will have more experience in knowing the way that they are trying to trick you, right? So they do mention Chinese acrobats, but they cancelled. They do mention children, but the concerts are for school children, right? Not performed by them. Okay. And then here we have plays, the same with drama, right? Dramas. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think we only have time for 12, but you get the idea, all right? Any questions, everyone? Any questions? Hello. So what did you learn today, everyone? It's easy, I know, right? But Maybe you have learned something new. Just the first lesson. Maybe nothing new. Maybe it's too easy. But what did you learn today? Hello, Phúc.
Yes.
What did you learn today?
And I think with some tactics and doing some listening, I think.
What do you think is the most useful? Part 1 or part 2?
Maybe in the problem, like identifying the the kind of the words before listening to the test.
Okay, yeah. Identifying words, right? Try to guess, right, before listening. That's good. Okay, thank you, Phúc. So, any questions that you still have about listening section 1 and 2? Any questions? Just open your microphone, everyone.
No.
No from Phúc? Okay. That's fine. How about everyone else? If you don't have any questions, type 0, okay? 0. Ok, thì hopefully là mọi người học được hay là có luyện tập được thêm trong ngày hôm nay ha. Thầy cảm giác là mọi người êm 8 nên là thầy bị một cái pressure là nhiều khi mọi người biết hết rồi. Nhưng mà ok, mình vẫn phải đi qua thôi chứ không thể nào mà mình bỏ part 1, part 2 được, đúng không? Những cái buổi sau có thể là sẽ khó hơn tại vì nó sẽ qua phần 3, phần 4 nha. Nên là mọi người sẽ thấy là nhiều khi nó sẽ nhảy hơi nhanh, đúng không? Tại vì phần 1, phần 2 thực chất thì với tầm band 7, có một số bạn em 7 này, có một số em 8 thì nó gần như là mọi người làm chắc là có thể là đúng hết ạ, đúng không? Nhưng mà sang cái phần 3, phần 4 là bắt đầu sẽ có những câu sai rồi và các bạn sẽ thấy là nó sẽ có thể là khó hơn rất là nhiều. Thì có thể là sẽ hơi ngợp một chút, đúng không? Nhưng mà ok, tuần sau mình sẽ qua lại phần listening đó, ok? Phần 3, phần 4. Tuần sau nữa mình sẽ học reading ha, ok? Vào thứ 6 các bạn sẽ học writing ha, ok? Mình sẽ xen kẽ thôi. Thứ 4 là listening, reading này. Thứ 6 là writing, ok? Thứ 7, đúng không? Thứ 7 là writing. Và thứ 2 là mọi người sẽ học speaking với thầy Alan ha, ok? Writing thì thầy cũng sẽ đi qua các cái cơ bản một chút thôi nha. Nhưng mà phần mình sẽ brainstorm này, mình sẽ đi qua các cái để mình đạt cái điểm tốt. Thường là ở đây thầy sẽ nhìn vào cái tiêu chí đánh giá của band 7 và band 8 cho mọi người. Ok. Cho cái phần mà thầy nghĩ là dễ để lấy điểm nhất đó là cái phần TR với cả CC á. Còn vocab với cả grammar chắc chắn là cái đó cũng phải học rồi, nhưng mà thường thì những cái đó mình sẽ học bằng theo chủ đề ha. Ok, mình sẽ luyện tập sau. Những cái mà dễ lấy điểm như là TR với cả CC, và thường là mọi người nếu mà không học thì sẽ hay mất điểm ạ, đúng không? Là hai cái đó mình sẽ tập trung vào nhiều hơn. Thì là cái đó mình học thứ 7 ha. Alright. So I can see a 0 from a lot of students. That is good. All right, one final chance for you to ask a question. No. Okay. All right, that's fine. Vậy thì thank you mọi người for joining today ha. Okay. It's Wednesday, so we will see each other on Saturday. Okay. So hopefully I can see you then. Okay. Good night, everyone. Okay, see you then. Bye bye mọi người ha. Bye bye.
Okay, goodbye. See ya.
All right. Bye all.